Greetings, scribblers. Kent Sean here. Do you have no idea how long your book should be? Do you think size doesn't matter? Well, you're an idiot, and I'm going to educate the heck out of you today. By the end of this video, you are going to be an expert on lengths of books. But first, if you haven't done it already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss one slice of festive, tasty authorness. How long should your novel be? Industry professionals and readers' expectations fall into a pretty tight range for certain genres of books. If you don't take book length into consideration when planning your story, you may end up shooting yourself in the foot. Oh. Why does it matter? Shouldn't the length be dictated by how the story flows and the actions of the characters? This is art, damn it. We shouldn't be counting and measuring like merchants. We should be carried away by the winds of inspiration and taken to magical places where unicorns fart rainbows and leprechauns deposit us on the bestseller list, and there are pots overflowing with Bitcoin and glory. Scribblers, if that's what you think, smack yourself. Whether your delicate artistic soul likes it or not, genre fiction has established length expectations. If you violate those expectations, there are about 1 million other authors ready to give readers and publishers what they want. Meanwhile, your novel falls down to the soul-crushing depths of the Amazon search algorithms or the agent's slush pile. And that's why we're here today, scribblers. Here are 3 reasons why size does matter when writing a novel. Reason number 1, if you ignore book length, agents will reject you immediately. For those pursuing traditional publishing, the wrong book length is the first reason your project gets round filed. I don't want to be one of those writers who talk about literary agents as if they are evil, demonic gatekeepers looking for any excuse to reject your manuscript or query letter. The problem is, they are looking for an excuse.
No, sparkly vampires.
Agents and publishers receive an enormous amount of unsolicited manuscripts and query letters, more than they or their staff could ever read. So if they see a manuscript or a query letter that does not meet the expectations of the genre, you have given them exactly the reason they need to reject yours and move on. Reason number 2, you are a risk to publishing houses. Longer books, you guessed it, cost more money to print.
A-cha-chang!
When an agent is trying to sell a new author's book to a publishing house, the last thing she wants to do is show up with a 600-page manuscript. As a new author, you're asking a publisher to take a risk on you. Don't make that risk larger with a bloated story. Give them a streamlined, efficient narrative where every word packs a punch. Reason number 3, and probably the most important one, is reader expectations. Fans of genre fiction can be your best friend or your worst enemy. They read one kind of story over and over and over, and that makes them great customers. Trust me, scribblers, they know what kind of scenes and characters to expect in their genre, and they definitely know how long it should be. Do not mess with these people. They are the ones that will keep you in ramen and electricity. If you write way over or way under their expectations, chances are they'll move on to someone else's book. Science fiction and fantasy readers especially expect to go on an epic journey and explore new worlds. If you write a book barely over novella length, they'll probably pack up their elf ears and head to the next magical universe. On the flip side, if your mystery novel requires a forklift to get it from the shelves to the counter, Agatha Christie fans will probably leave that paperweight right where it is. Here are some recommendations for novel lengths by age category and genre. I'm going to give these recommendations in word counts because page size and font varies so radically, and also because page counts are dumb. Words are the bricks with which we build our worlds. Writers should think in words. You should write that down. Here they come, coming at you fast and furious. How many words in a memoir? 45 to 80K. How many words in a self-help book? 30K to 70K. How many words in a fantasy novel? 50K to 150,000 words. How many words in a sci-fi novel? You guessed it, 50,000 to 150,000 words. I want to add one caveat here, though there are a ton of awesome sci-fi and fantasy novels that are way over 150 to 180k. These are mostly from experienced and well-established authors. If you are new to the game, I recommend you keep your debut novel under 120,000 words. How many words in a romance novel? 50,000 to 90,000 words. Or if you're writing the next 50 Shades of Grey, 0. How many words in a mystery novel? 40,000 to 80,000. How many words in a horror novel? 40,000 to 80,000. Don't tell Stephen King that. And now some lengths by age category. How many words in a YA novel? 60,000 to 90,000 words, kind of depending on the genre. How many words in a middle grade book? Who cares? No, I'm just kidding. It's 20,000 to 50,000 words. If I didn't mention your chosen genre, believe me, there are plenty of resources online to help you out. You don't have to hit these marks exactly, but if you find yourself 10k outside the bracket one side or the other, you might want to go back to the drawing board, do an overhaul, and get yourself back on track. So there it is, Scribblers, 3 reasons the length of your novel matters. I know it's hard to convince artistic types to do math, but I also know the pain of having to cut a beloved piece of writing down to a publishable size. If you know how long your story should be before you start, you can save yourself a lot of agony. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and please visit my website, kentshawn.com. Till next time, Scribblers, butts in seats, fingers on keyboards.